Hi, this week a student asked me about a particular sentence construction where you list items and they must be the same grammar. This can be called parallel grammar or parallelism. Have a look at this sentence. She wants to check your arguments, the value of your research, and your ability to think critically. The beginning, she wants to check, applies to the three things in the list. She wants to check your arguments, she wants to check the value of your research, and she wants to check your ability to think critically. Your arguments is a noun phrase. The value of your research is also a noun phrase. Your ability to think critically is a noun phrase. So this is a good example of parallel grammar. Try it for yourself and don't let bad grammar prevent you from success at university, at work, or in your business development. Can you see the list? There's a list of 3 things here. In fact, they are places. So the underlined bit, don't let bad grammar prevent you from success, applies to the list of 3 things. Is the grammar the same? At university is a prepositional phrase. At work is also a prepositional phrase. In your business development, again, is a prepositional phrase. So here is another good example of parallel grammar. When writing a list of features, or, it might be chemical compounds, if you're studying chemistry, places, people or organizations, the list just goes on and on. Keep the grammar matching. Let's have a look at 2 examples in this one text. The first one is red, the second one is green. I'll read the whole thing through first. It appears to me from my many years of teaching that the students who fail might be going through personal issues or have an underlying learning problem that has never been identified. The other reason that students fail is that very frustrating phenomenon of just being unlucky. For example, the topic in the exam is unfamiliar or very unexpected. The student is sick on the day of the exam, or something happens out of the blue to limit the student's concentration. Did you notice the parallel grammar? In the first section here, we have a modal verb, might. After every modal verb, you must follow with a base verb. So we've got be going through personal issues, might be, and the second one is might have an underlying learning problem. Might be, might have. Now let's look at the green. After the words for example, the speaker gives 3 examples, and each example is a whole clause. This is excellent writing as long as you keep the grammar the same. So we've got the topic in the exam is, subject, verb. Second one, the student is sick, blah, blah, blah. The student, subject, is, verb. And the third one in the list, something happens out of the blue. Something is a subject, happens is a verb. So all very good examples. This one, might be, might have. This one, all of them are complete clauses. Why don't we practice together? The lecturer reminded the students to read the latest articles uploaded on the LMS, then another reminder, and then a third reminder. Is A or B correct? And the answer is A. The lecturer reminded the students to, number 1, read the latest articles. Number 2, to get together. Number 3, to read through the exam paper from last year. So these ones must be infinitive verb, no to. What's the problem with B? This one has an ing and this one is present perfect. We can't have present perfect in this sentence because it doesn't match the first one in the list. Number 2. There are many factors at play in the climate phenomenon known as El Niño. There has to be warmer than usual water in the Pacific Ocean. This warm water has to move eastward. Trade winds could weaken and even reverse direction. So can you see in the first one in the list we've got has to be. So we want to copy this, we want to match the grammar. This one has to move and this one has could weaken. So all three, if you're using B, has a modal expression. But this one has a present simple and a present continuous, so it does not match the first one. And just before I go, don't forget that this grammar applies to your speaking for presentations as well. So very often when you're giving a presentation as a student, you have to write a list in your PowerPoint or your Prezi, like this student. He's got a list of 3 things that he wants to share with the group. Let's make it bigger. He might say, and after doing this experiment in customer engagement, we noticed, number 1, a 5% growth in sales. Secondly, a rise in customer engagement. And finally, a drop in cancellation of subscriptions. So even when you're speaking in a presentation or writing a list on a board for the class or the lecturer, make sure you match the grammar. This is called parallel grammar or parallelism. Here are some links. You can freeze the video and take note of them. I'm really impressed with this one from the University of New England, and Purdue University always have great exercises that you can do as well, and Grammarly has some excellent examples, of course. So don't forget, I'm here to help. My name is Ruth. You can contact me on any of these avenues. My website is myenglishfuture.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.